Welcome to Author Mindset Monday, day 113. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Today's quote comes from Roopleen, who said, "If you have a dream, don't just sit there. Gather your courage to believe that you can succeed and leave no stone unturned to make it your reality." That's basically what I preach day in, day out about writing your book. Don't leave any stone unturned. Do everything within your power and everything outside of your power to make sure your book gets written and published so you can make the impact in the world you know you were born to make. That, in a nutshell, is what this entire 2-minute author challenge is all about, this entire series of videos. And today I wanted to dive deep, a little deeper into like this persistence, this grasping onto your courage that Roopleen talks about. Very, very important stuff in every area of your life, and as I prefer to say, never more important than in trying to get your book written and published and out into the world so you can make the impact you know you were born for. So is it your dream to write and publish a book? If yes, I'm really grateful that you're here and I'm really glad you're watching this particular video. If not, you should probably go do something different because this is probably not going to be that relevant to your life. But when it comes to writing your book, that dream that you have of a published book that impacts the world in a really positive way, that's forever going to remain a dream unless you do a few things. You're going to need to learn some skills you don't currently possess. You're going to need to hone those skills into mighty talents. You're going to need to require some personal habits and implement them consistently. That's another thing you're going to need to do. And more than anything else, you're going to need to change how you spend your time. You're going to have to probably change your outlook on time itself in terms of how you accomplish the things you want to accomplish. And of course, you're going to need to take some very specific actions over a very finite period of time to turn this dream of a book into reality. So all of this requires a new perspective on how you determine success as well. Because if we're going to stay stuck in the instant gratification, I have to see perfection right this moment, this is going to be a very challenging process because you're never going to feel satisfied, you're never going to feel successful. So we need to shift our mind around that as well. So as Roopleen so correctly said, courage and persistence are your friends when you're trying to accomplish any dream in life. That's true of writing a book, that's true of becoming a better human being, that's true of achieving some job success, that like whatever goal you set your mind to, grabbing onto your courage, using your persistence, those are two tools that will always serve you well in these endeavors. And courage, you need that because you need to step out of your comfort zone. I call the comfort zone that place where my dreams go to die. Because if I stay inside my comfort zone and I don't take any risks to learn something new or try something new or just take that chance to see, well, what if I try this? What will happen? If I refuse to take any of those risks, what's going to happen is absolutely nothing. My book is going to be stuck on someday island and it will never become a reality. I need to also take a longer view of goal achievement, for example. In the past, I've talked a lot about Todd Herman's 90-day success strategy. And what he talks about there is whatever we focus on today, the results we typically, like whatever actions we take today, let me be more clear about that. Whatever actions we focus on and take today, we typically won't see the results of those for about 90 days. And on the converse side, if we're not seeing success in our life today, that's a direct result of the actions we either took or probably more likely did not take 90 or 100 days ago. So when we shift our mind in these ways, we're actually able to set ourselves up for success in a really easy way. And all of that, of course, requires that we develop a plan, build a roadmap for success, if you will, and follow that plan every single day, adjusting as required as we learn new things along the way. But working that plan every single day doesn't happen if you do it once and don't do anything for 3 weeks. Kind of defeats the purpose. You lose all your momentum, all those things, right? And we need the persistence to work hard every single day until that dream comes true. Persistence is people think of persistence as being some sort of negative attribute, and it's really not. It's probably one of the most helpful things you can actually apply to your life on any given day. Because your published book isn't going to happen by accident. It's certainly not going to happen if you don't, have a plan. It's certainly not going to happen if you don't take some risks along the way. It's also not the function of coincidence. Oh, well, I rolled the dice and I came up with double sixes, therefore my book is published. It's just not reality, right? It truly isn't. So we require persistence to develop that personal, detailed plan that fits my specific life and my specific circumstances. Because the plan that I develop for myself isn't going to be the same one that's going to work for you. So this is really important that it is a personalized plan. We also need to need our persistence so that we take those specific actions in that plan every single day. And we need to do that until our book is complete. So if you've never designed a roadmap for success for your book, then I highly encourage you to do that. And if you want to finish your first draft of your book, develop the plan, develop that roadmap for success, and finish your first draft by the end of November. That may sound crazy, that may sound insane, but it is 100% possible. So if you want to do that, then I highly encourage you to join me starting on next Monday for what I call the Nano Rebels Design Your Personalized Roadmap for Success and Finish Your First Draft by November 30th. This is a challenge that I do, a variation of every single year in conjunction with National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo for short. So if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a plan where, it's a challenge, if you will, that's been running for about the past 20-25 years, where people from all over the world get together and commit to writing a first draft of a book, nonfiction or fiction, whatever you choose, in 30 days or less. So typically they use the word count of 50,000 words. But depending on your book, that may be longer, it may be shorter. So I focus on getting a complete first draft finished in November. And what I would love for you to do is to join me on this little path of, November insanity, if you will. Starting on the 30th, we're going to walk through the entire plan for completing your roadmap for success, for designing your personalized roadmap for success. So from that Monday to that Friday, we will go through the process of doing all of that. Probably Monday to Thursday, because the outline process, I will run through that on the Friday. But if you're writing a fiction book, I've got some other ideas for you for how to go about getting that done really fast if you're starting from zero. If you already have an outline, you're good to go. We'll set you up with all the tools that you need in order to make sure that you can be successful this November. So to do that, to join me in this fun little excursion, go to nanorebels.com/fast. And if you do that today, if you do that before, I believe I set it up for Tuesday. If you sign up before Tuesday, you'll get $100 off the full price. So that's sort of what I like to call the reward for people who know what they want to do and they want to take action to get there, and they want to do that right away. Hence, nanorebels.com/fast, because we're going to get underway really quickly. And if you sign up sooner than that, I'll start running information workshops prior to that as well, because it's all about making sure you have that foundation, that solid foundation for success, so that when we get to the writing, that it goes really quickly, because it can. And all it requires is this personalized roadmap for success. And it can be astounding how quickly you can get that first draft done, because we're going to tap into all kinds of different motivation levels, find out why this is so important for you. We're going to dive deeply into all those things over that first 5 days. And then we're going to have daily writing sessions, probably a couple times a day actually, to make sure that we can fit everyone's time schedule in, to make sure that you show up, you have some accountability to get this done. Because it's really easy to go and say you're going to do something for 5 days and then just quit. But the whole point of those daily writing sessions where we just get together, we share what we're going to accomplish over the next hour or two, and then we go off and do that, and then report back out at the end. What that does is it gives us that accountability that's so often missing for so many people. All right? So I'm really excited about this. I wanted to get this launched last week, but a bunch of personal circumstances got in the way. Didn't happen, so better late than never. We're going to start on Monday, and we're going to run through until the first week of December, just to make sure that everybody involved, everyone that wants to participate in this, has the full opportunity to get their book, their first draft, written and published in 30 days or less. All right? So that's the fun that's coming up. If you want to join, please do, nanorebels.com/fast. And if that doesn't strike your fancy, then I will see you again here tomorrow at 3 o'clock for another awesome writing tip. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow at 2, or 3. Tomorrow at 3. Bye for now.